Hello and welcome to episode 366 of the Heart of Markness Led Zeppelin podcast. I'm Mark. How's it going? What we have this week, if this is your first time, what I do is every week I select a live recording, aka bootleg, of a Led Zeppelin concert or Led Zeppelin adjacent concert, as it is in this case, and play some songs from it, talk about it, give it a little context, let you know what was going on at the time, if I know, and, talk about why it's cool to listen to this music. This week, we have June 24th, 2000, Jimmy Page and the Black Crowes playing Tinley Park, Illinois, and it is, as the kids say, a good one. It's a really nice recording, and, of all things, Zoso, we know that it's going to be pretty decent to listen to. It has a nice set list, not very different from the others, but it's always nice to hear. We start with the introduction, ladies and gentlemen, Jimmy Page and the Black Crowes, into Wanton Song, Celebration Day, Misty Mountain Hop, Custard Pie, No Speak, No Slave, Sick Again, No Speak, No Slave is a Black Crowes song. What Is and What Should Never Be, Bad Luck, Blue Eyes, another Black Crowes song. Woke Up This Morning, nice blues song. I can't remember who did it. Originally, 10 Years Gone, In My Time of Dying, Your Time Is Gonna Come, and with Ed Harsh on the keyboards, it is very nice. Remedy, Black Crowes song. Lemon Song, In the Light, which is a neat one, off of Physical Graffiti. Shapes of Things, Old Yardbirds tune. Nobody's Fault But Mine, Heartbreaker, Bring It On Home, She Talks to Angels, She Talks to Angels, Out on the Tiles, and Whole Lot of Love. It's a good one. And if you're a patron, you know where you can get it. So, let's jump in. Well, let's not just jump in. We know that this tour only had a little while longer to go. It was booked out, I believe, through the end of the year. But I think their last show was October 1st-ish, 2000, because, well, either Jimmy Page's back, which had been bothering him, he'd been traveling with a massage therapist / chiropractor to the stars kind of thing to keep him up and going, because those Les Pauls are fucking heavy, and when you're wearing them down that low and you're in your 50s, come on, man. But according to Steve Gorman's autobiography and biography of the Crowes, Rich Robinson had kind of insulted Jimmy by rejecting Jimmy's offer to write songs with the band. I don't know if that happened. Doesn't matter. I mean, in any case, the Crowes and Jimmy have reconciled because they are doing business on the new Live at the Greek release, etc. But in any case, it's a great band for Jimmy because Steve Gorman is a great drummer. The Crowes are a great band. This iteration of the Crowes especially is really fantastic and tight and very jam bandish, and it's a great vehicle for Jimmy to step into because you have a ready-made, honest-to-God guitar band. So let us not fuck around any longer and jump into it. What am I going to play for you first? Well, what I'm going to play for you first is a Black Crowes song, Bad Luck, Blue Eyes, but it is very nice, perfect for slow bluesy solos, and it's nice to hear Jimmy Page play anything, right? And this is very nice. Ladies and germs, Bad Luck, Blue Eyes, June 24th, 2000. Jimmy Page and the Black Crowes, also known as the Zo Crowes, to those in the know. I really liked that. It was not scorching and incendiary, but it was a really, really nice song. I really, really loved the groove of it, and all those sweet little tasty Jimmy solos are not that shabby. And it's fun to hear him bring out some old licks from back in the day. So it's cool to hear that after hearing the 1980s B-Bender, the same 5 horrible little riffs done over and over again. In my opinion, I wasn't a big fan of 80s B-Bender Jimmy, although it is growing on me now as I realize that there's genius to it. Some of the time. Awesome Possum. Very, very cool. What am I going to play for you now? Well, because you were so good and listened to a Black Crowes song, now I'm going to play a Led Zeppelin song, and one that you have not heard the band Led Zeppelin play live. It's In the Light off of Physical Graffiti, and it's gonna be a really fun one. And thank God we have all those guitars on stage. Right? You'll know why in a second. That's very nice. I know it hasn't been a super high energy podcast, but it's been very good musically, I think. And I hope you liked it. In any case, that was pretty awesome. Like I said, never played live, although I think something in my noodle tells me that it was maybe in discussion for the 1980 tour, the one that didn't happen, of North America. But who knows? They also were saying Carouselambra too, but then that there, right there, Carouselambra and In the Light, right there is, 45 minutes of a 90-minute concert. But in any case, it was very, very good. I like hearing the 8 million guitars back and forth doing the echo thing from Physical Graffiti in real time. And as I keep saying, the band was a great fit for Jimmy, because that particular iteration of the Black Crowes with Steve Gorman and Eddie Harsh were tight, but loose. And all the guitarists in the Black Crowes are insane anyway, on their own. Throw Jimmy Page into the mix, Jesus Christ. And somewhere there's an alternate reality where Rich Robinson said sure to Jimmy, and they put out an album together, and the trajectory of history changed. And 9/11 never happened. But that's not our reality, so we're just kind of fucked. In any case, moving right along, did you folks know that this podcast exists courtesy of the Titans, upon whom rests this humble yet mighty podcast? I am, of course, speaking of my patrons. I mentioned them a little earlier in passing. Patreon.com/heartofmarkness. If you love this podcast and Led Zeppelin and myself so much you cannot get enough, you need more, you gluttonous whore, then I humbly invite you to, and hope you have a sense of humor, to patreon.com/heartofmarkness, because you get extra stuff. All the patrons, there's a free tier, which is just nothing but I like the Heart of Markness podcast kind of level, which is awesome. Gets every single week, I'm going to put out a shorter episode just for them on Patreon with another song or two from this show. We just kind of keep the ball rolling a little bit every week. So you get a 0.5, like episode 366.5 will pop on over at the Patreon. And if you are a patron of means, meaning you're giving me money, $5 or more any month, you get your own special podcast just for you and your peers with more esoteric stuff. For example, John Paul Jones just put out a nice little jazz track on which he's playing piano, and something else that's alleged to be him singing a duet with some lady. So interesting shit, right? Maybe we can dig into that on the podcast, because that's a little more in-depth, esoteric. It's not going to capture the attention of every single Led Zeppelin fan out there, but it may for those magnificent titans upon whose shoulders rests this humble yet mighty podcast. And if you are a paying patron, I will read your name out every week with a thank you, unless you tell me not to. That's happened once or twice. If you're a free member, unfortunately, I did it, but now there's just too many of you to read, and it would just... Can't do it, man. Other than I can say a blanket thank you to you all, and much love. Okay, and now a laurel and hearty handshake goes out to Terrence, Jimmy, Expat Mike, Stefan, John, Gary. Oops, hang on. Something's not right. Starting to read people who were like 5 years ago. Stephen, John, Gary, Keith, Tilda, Steve, George, Big Ed, Kenny of similar size, Picard, Kneggern, Wayne, Brad, Danielle. You are wonderful, Danielle. Thank you so much. I follow you through social media still. We used to work together. And looks like you're doing awesome. Glad to hear it. Love you. Tracy, same thing. Used to work with him. Follow him on social media. Thank you so much for all your support and love and everything, Tracy. You changed the trajectory of my life for the better. Other and supreme David, who reminds you that if you are of an age, and you are demographically, if you're listening to this podcast, to need a colonoscopy, go get a colonoscopy. Yes, it's a pain in the ass. Ha, ha, ha. But it could catch trouble before it becomes troublesome, if you know what I mean. A thank you to Esox Hunter, Bonzo Billy, and Mimo. Thank you all, my friends, for all your help and support through the years. It's been a roller coaster because, as you may or may not know, I am about 93% batshit crazy and 7% trying hard not to be. So, sometimes shit gets weird. But in any case, thank you, wonderful human beings who support me. I love it. I love you. And it keeps me going when I just don't want to do this and I don't want to say, fuck it. I go, no, because this is a job. I'm being paid. There's expectations and a covenant has been entered into. So it brings me back here. Even though I have been wanting to do this, again, I've got the gumption back. I'm even posting on the Facebook group I've been posting on. But, I have a Facebook group, Heart of Markness Facebook group, with about 400 folks in it if you want to join and be 401. I'm posting back on YouTube again. It's just the same podcast you're listening to now in another medium because there are people who just listen to it on YouTube. And what else? Oh, heartofmarkness.com. I am posting back on that again, too. So you are getting all kinds of cool shit. And let's not forget merch of Markness, where I have podcast merch. Some of it's branded, some of it's the face that says wisdom, some of it's the Led Zeppelin letters that say Heart of Markness, some of it's just funny shit. I have a cup that just says music is good. I have all kinds of fun shit. Take a gander and spend some money if you wanna. Jumping back into our show, I have one more for you. Thank you for your patience. And it is a Led Zeppelin song, and it is a bit of a bopper, and it's a nice one because it has an interesting groove, and it's funny time signature, and it's awesome. It is out on the tiles. Let us listen to it, shall we? Here we go. Well, ring-a-ding-ding. That was pretty awesome. Pretty good. I like this one. It's been a while since I did some Zocros, and I came across it. I downloaded a bunch of things this week, including some titles from Professor Stoned, who, if you're not familiar, he is a remasterer, remixer, demixer, AI producer who does some amazing work with old recordings of Led Zeppelin, separating them into their various instruments, mixing them in stereo, and then remastering from there. Amazing work. We've heard Northbridge, similar thing. There's a lot of that. So there will probably be some of that coming around, definitely on the Patreon, hint, as well. So, yeah, what else did I want? I thought I wanted to say something else to you guys. Probably do. All right. Well, whatever it is, it'll hold till next week when I will be back, God willing, with another podcast for you. Oh, and if you do want to reach out and talk to me and meet me for something, or, reach out and communicate, mark@heartofmarkness.com is a good way, or on the Facebook page or through the website, etc., etc. Thanks a lot, guys. Love you. Please be good to yourselves and to each other, and hope to hear from you and talk to you soon. Bye.